Hello, good morning, everyone. Very warm welcome to babycode free IELTS classes. I'm Tanu Virmani, an IDP certified trainer and a TEFL TESOL certified trainer. So today I'm back with my live session number 9. Today we are going to cover up the live session number 9, and the topic of our live session is how to write a double question essay. Right? How to write a two-part question essay. So let's discuss first that the students who are new to watch this session, please go back to sessions 8. There are 1 to 8 sessions already being there in the babycode app as well as on the YouTube. Watch those sessions and then watch this live session number 9. Okay. Now let's start talking about what is a double question essay. Now, double question essays are those essays which are slightly difficult when compared to the other type of essay. Now, other types of essays are like opinion essay. Simply, they'll be giving you a statement and then they'll ask you is what is your opinion? Do you agree or disagree? So they will ask like this, right? But when it comes to advantage, disadvantage, they'll give you a statement, describe the advantages, describe the disadvantages. When it comes to problem and solution, they'll ask you to write about the problems and write about the solutions also, right? But here, when it comes to double question essay, in this type of essay, you won't be given a direct task. They won't ask you to write advantage. They won't ask you to write problems, not describing about opinion. But here, they will ask you about some general questions. And based on these questions, you have to answer your essay. Now, there will be a statement. Along with the statement, there are 2 questions or 3 questions. So there will be those questions will be the general questions, and you have to answer those questions. You can give different paragraphs for all the general questions. Now, if there is one question, you can write one body paragraph. If there is 2 questions, you can write 2 body paragraphs for all those general questions, right? Second thing is how you can plan your direct question essay. What planning you need to do? Very first statement. Basically, you need to keep in mind the 5 steps to plan your direct question essay. First is read the given questions. Whatever questions are given along with your statement of the essay topic, read it very carefully. Second is focus on each question separately because you have to plan the answer for each question. Third is figure out an answer for each question separately. Now, once you focus on each question, you read your question, then you have to figure out an answer. You have to answer each question separately in the separate body paragraphs. Now, once you figure out your answer, that what you're supposed to write, these answers should have a main point, supporting points to your main point, and an examples also. You have to write an examples along with those. Prepare answers very carefully. Next is recheck if all the questions are answered before you begin writing the answer. So now you have to check that are you done with answering all the questions or not before writing. That means you have to do the planning of your answering. That means the main point, the supporting, you have to plan everything before writing, not simultaneously, because this leads to complete wastage of your time. So it's better always do the planning beforehand. Next is tips for direct question essay. Now, what are the tips? What tips you need to keep in mind whenever you practice or you start writing your direct question essay or double question essay, right? First is spend some time pondering on the question and planning the answer before you actually start writing. So what you have to do, you have to spend some time thinking about the question, analyzing the question, plan your answer, how many questions are asked in your topic, then plan your answer, and then you can start writing. But first, you have to gather all those necessary points. Second is follow the word count. That means you know that you cannot write less than 250 words. So always extend 250, but not less than 250. Next is write in a formal tone. Write in a formal tone, you know that writing is formal. Speaking is informal, so it's better you write in a formal way. Next, follow a content structure. When you start with an introduction paragraph and end it with the conclusion paragraph, with the body paragraphs between the two. Now you know the structure. First is introduction, body para 1, body para 2, And then comes your conclusion paragraph. So you have to follow this structure. Reply to the question with your answers and its reasons in each of the body paragraph. Now, if they ask you two questions, you have to answer those two in the two body paragraphs. Write within the reasons also. Explain it very carefully, right? Please read all the tips. I'm giving you some time. Okay. Now, next is the essay structure. What is the essay structure for the direct question essay? Now, there is a certain structure that you should follow whenever you're writing this kind of essay. First is introduction paragraph. You know that introduction paragraph is mandatory for all, right? You should always start the essay with introduction paragraph. In this paragraph, you can start by paraphrasing the question, give an introduction about what you're going to discuss in the body paragraph. Now, some students they write the background statement also, general statement also. That is not mandatory that you have to write. It's optional for you. If you're good at writing background statement, you can write a background statement, then write the paraphrasing of the question, and then write your thesis part. Thesis part means what you're going to discuss in the upcoming paragraphs, in the following paragraph. That means in your body paragraphs you have to provide a one line statement, because introduction paragraph is the first paragraph which is going to be read by the examiner, and it shows that yes, you are going to discuss about all those things, right? Second is body paragraph 1. What you are supposed to write in body paragraph 1. Now here you can address the question and talk about the situation that the question asks for. As I told you, direct question essay asks you some general question. So suppose if there are two questions, you will answer the first question, you will discuss the first question in first body paragraph, talk about examples also, explain it very carefully. Body paragraph 2, here you need to answer and discuss the next question, and you have to talk about details also surrounding it. You have to give examples, right, for discussing about the next question. Then comes your conclusion paragraph. Now, in conclusion paragraph, you know that you have to conclude the whole essay, summarizing all the main points, and then you will conclude the essay content, right? So, you have to answer it very carefully. Next, direct question essay, band 9 sample answer. Now, we will look at one sample essay that shows you that how you can have the band 9. Very first question says, in today's world of science and technology, advanced science and technology, we still greatly value our artists such as musicians, painters, and writers. What can art tell us about life that science and technology cannot? Right? So, what you are supposed to do? They are asking you, they are telling you that today's world, science and technology, we are actually valuing, giving importance to artists like musician, painters, and writers. What can art tell us about life? What art can tell us, which science and technology cannot tell us? So you have to discuss about those things which art is going to tell us about life, but science and technology cannot, right? Second question also, you can read it here. A number of different medical traditions are now widely known and used. Western medicine using drugs, Western medicines using drugs and surgeries, herbal medicine, acupuncture, using needles at certain points, homeopathy, and so on. How important is the patient's mental attitude towards his treatment in determining the effectiveness of the treatment, right? So you have to keep in mind these two questions, and let's discuss the first one. Now, first one is talking about the value of artists, right? And what art tell us about science and technology, which science and technology can, what art tell us about life, which science and technology cannot tell us. So let's start with introduction first. In introduction, as I told you, you have to write two mandatory statements. First is paraphrasing, and second is the thesis part. So, see the paraphrasing here. In this modern era of non-stop scientific and technological advancement, artists still command profound respect from people worldwide. So, in question, it was today's world of science and technology. Here it is in the modern era of non-stop science and technological advancement. Artists are still command Artists still command profound respect from people worldwide. That means they are still of great value, of great importance. From worldwide means that from all over the world, people are giving respect, people are valuing artists, right? Next is what you're supposed to write in your upcoming paragraphs, a thesis statement. There are a number of things about life that art can teach us, art can tell us that science and technology fail to do so. So your introduction is done. Now comes your body paragraph. In the body paragraph, you have to tell about those things that art is actually telling us. First is many form of art, especially literature, they deliver messages about appreciation of what we have in life, as well as life itself. Hundreds of literary works choose to depict mystery, misfortune, and sorrow that still exist in many places. And this sends the strongest message to those who do not appreciate their lives. So, what art is telling us? This is the first point. Second thing about art is that it cherishes the beauty of culture and are the fuel of our spiritual life. Extremely important in world where science and technology seems to fade our belief in the gravity of culture in daily life. So these two things are like which the art tell us, but science and technology fail to tell us, right? Then you have to conclude your essay. You have to sum up your essay. Although science and technology Although science and technology advance our understanding of all things and better our life, art can touch us to a much deeper extent, help us value what we have, and remind us of the significance of our culture. So you can read it here. Now, read the complete entire essay, what we have discussed right now, introduction and the body paragraphs and the conclusion. The same thing is rewritten here. So I'm giving you some time, read the complete essay. Now read the sample essay for the second question also, which is about modern, or you can say the different traditions, the medical traditions which are available nowadays, like homeopathy, herbal, Western medicines, acupuncture, and many others. So please read the sample answer, look at the connectors also, see the paraphrasing, and what is the outline here, how they start with the first paragraph, connectors added, second paragraph, and your conclusion. So read it very carefully. If you have any queries, you can drop your comments. Very first statement is a background statement. Health is a crucial thing. This is not mandatory. If you're good at writing background statement or general statement, then you can write. Otherwise, you can start with the paraphrasing. That nowadays there have been a big number of medical traditions. So you can start with paraphrasing also. Yes. Now let's look at some of the questions which students generally ask me that, ma'am, how do you write an introduction in this direct question essay? So from the beginning of this session, I'm telling you that for the introduction, you can paraphrase the question and write an outline. That means a thesis that talking about how you have to, what you have to cover in the body paragraphs. What you're supposed to write in the upcoming paragraph, you have to write a line statement, right? Second, what are the common errors that student makes in direct question essay? So what student make error here is that they do not answer both the questions completely. They answer only one question. They do not understand the type of question and not even outline both answers in the introduction paragraph. So please put an outlining about both answers in the introduction paragraph. Because if you do not do so, okay, if you fail to do so, these errors lead to an unbalanced essay and this will affect the task achievement score also, right? Third question, how can you score high marks for task achievement in the direct question essay? You need to answer the questions directly, including relevant and specific reasons for your answer. Also, the reasons has to be developed within the context of the question so that you can score high marks for task achievement in the direct question essay, right? So make sure you need to answer the question directly. Next, what student ask is that can I use only one body paragraph in a direct question essay? So what I suggest is that it is always better if you use a paragraph essay structure because these paragraphs they help you break down your ideas into a convenient section, right? So that examiner can also understand it. You must also remember that your writing task is scored according to 4 sections and paragraphing falls under this coherence and cohesion section. So if you do not do the paragraphing, you will not score good in coherence and cohesion, and in this way your English ability, that means your skills, you will get less score, right? Now next, what students ask is that direct question and double question essay means the same. They are also known now, direct question essay is also known as double question essay. Two characteristics which can distinguish them is they have one statement with two different questions under it, and the questions may or may not be linked, right? So therefore, examee must spend. So what you need to know is that examinees, that means student, they must spend a bit of time. They need to analyze the question, they develop ideas, and then they need to plan or write the answer. Okay, so make sure you are aware of what is direct question essay, what is double question essay, right? Now you can practice your writing with the baby code application. There are all the types of questions are available in our baby code application. Please practice for task 1 and task 2, and check out our live session on the YouTube and baby code application. Drop your comments, do the star rating so that I'm aware that yes, you are learning through these classes, right? My guidance will be there so that you can enhance your skills and you can score better. Apart from this, thank you so much for watching my live session 9 of writing module. Stay tuned. I'm going to come up with one more session tomorrow. Okay. Bye bye. Take care, all of you.